So in this segment, we're going to be talking about the Tory rebels not understanding the Dublin 3 agreement that exists within the EU. So that's relevant purely because the Tory Brexiteers have come up with a genius plan. So exclusive, this is from Noah Hoffman. Tory rebels have held secret meetings where they've discussed trying to replace Patel's Rwanda deportation policy with an EU deal that would see migrants who cross the channel sent back to France instead. So under the Dublin 3 agreement, that's something that could have happened already. The rebels think the Rwanda policy will be bogged down in the courts for years. I don't think it will be bogged down in the courts for years. I think it's the ECHR that are looking into it. I don't think it'll be years, maybe a year tops. Instead of deporting migrants to Rwanda, they want a deal done with Macron to send them to France. They also want to set up offshore processing centres across the EU states. So that's going to come out a hefty sum to do that, setting up processing centres across the EU. Under the plan, those deemed as genuine refugees will be granted entry into the UK. The plan is born from the idea that only a combination of deterrences and safe routes will solve the channel crossing crisis. And, I've been saying this for years, you have to set up safe points of entry and you have to, invest more in processing. The UK haven't done this. It's just ridiculous. This is something that could have happened EU-wide where they set up more processing centres and they get, they talk to EU states about how many refugees can you reasonably take. That's what should have happened in the first place. It didn't happen, ended badly. Things for Ukrainians were different. And the fact is, apart from the UK, the EU's response to the Ukraine refugee crisis has been a lot better. But the case here is that people are going to make that crossing regardless of how perilous the journey is. The only thing that we can do to stop people drowning in the English Channel is to actually help them and actually look at their claims and try and make a resolution. And the idea that we're going to get a deal with France to do this, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Are you going to send them back if they try and cross the channel? Like, they've tried that already. The turn back thing doesn't work. Once they reach here, are you going to send them back? Because France can say, they didn't come from us, and the UK can say where'd they come from. Then France, I don't know, bro, just somewhere in it. It's just ridiculous. If we look at the Dublin 3 agreement, the Dublin 3 regulation enabled the UK to return some asylum seekers to EU member states without considering their asylum claims. It also provided a legal route for reuniting separated asylum-seeking families in the UK. The regulation will no longer apply in the UK from end of this year. So we could have had what we wanted as EU members, but the simple fact is we were stupid. We didn't actually understand the importance of the Dublin 3 agreement, and this is the situation now, where the channel crossings are still going to keep happening. They've risen since Brexit because, these people smugglers now, they know that the Dublin 3 agreement doesn't apply to us anymore, so people can, try and cross the English Channel to the UK and get their asylum claims heard here, because the processing of asylum claims in the UK is quicker than France, because I think the volume that France are dealing with is far greater. I just despair at these Tories who have no understanding of anything, really. I mean, they're going to make a deal with France. We already had a deal with France. It's part of the Dublin 3 agreement. I mean, this is madness. And France are going to charge us a lot of money for this. They already have done for the scheme that's not even working properly. And don't even blame France that much, because those French beaches are massive. And what are France going to do if they see a load of people, jumping on a boat? Stop them. They haven't really committed a crime, have they? I just despair at this whole situation right here, and setting up offshore processing centres screams like the Australian one, which is very right wing, very bad, human rights wise. I just hope that we don't do something like that, where I want people who, if they come to the UK, to have their asylum claims heard, just like they should in any country they're seeking refuge in. And it just shows you how stupid the Brexiteers and the Tory party are, because we already had this. But anyways, I'm rambling now, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.